बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मेरा नाम बिस्मा वाली है और मैं रेहान स्कूल खानेवाल कैंपस में एज अ मॉनिटर स्टूडेंट और रेहान एआई इंस्टीट्यूट टीचर्स इंस्टीट्यूट में एज अ स्टूडेंट हूँ। तो बस जैसा कि आप जानते हैं, मैं जब भी लाइव आती हूँ तो किसी एक बहुत मोअज़्ज़िज़ गेस्ट के साथ आती हूँ। तो आज भी हमारे साथ ऐसी एक बहुत मोअज़्ज़िज़ गेस्ट मौजूद हैं जिनका नेम है हाले कबीर, और ये एक कोडर हैं और इनकी एज जस्ट अभी 10 इयर्स है। तो आज हम इनसे इनका इंटरव्यू लेंगे, इनकी लाइफ जर्नी के बारे में जानेंगे और जानेंगे इनसे कोडिंग के बारे में। सबसे पहले हम इनका अपने शो में वेलकम करते हैं जिसका नेम है टॉक टाइम विद बिस्मा, कि इन्होंने अपने कीमती वक्त में से हमारे लिए थोड़ा सा वक्त निकाला। तो अस्सलाम वालेकुम हाले, कैसी हैं आप?
Welcome, Sam. I'm fine, thank you.
ओके, सो आप हमारे व्यूअर्स को अपना छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन करवा दें, अपना नेम, एज और स्कूल वगैरह के बारे में बता दें ताकि हमारे
Okay.
व्यूअर्स को आपके बारे में पता चल सके।
My name is Hala Kabir and I'm 10 years old and I'm basically an app developer and I'm in 6th class homeschooling.
ओके, ज़बरदस्त, बहुत अच्छा इंट्रोडक्शन करवाया आपने। तो मेरा सबसे फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपसे ये है कि आपको कोडिंग सीखने का आइडिया कहाँ से आया?
So basically when I was young, I used to watch cartoons and I was like, Mama, cartoons, how do you make cartoons? And she was like, there are graphic designing. So I started graphic designing, but then I said, how am I clicking these buttons and I'm doing graphic? Then Mama said it gave me Scratch, which is also a coding platform, but it already has the coding blocks. I used that, but I was like, no, there's something behind this as well. And then Mama joined me in Alpha Cream Technology Incubator, and that's where I started learning Python.
ओके, दैट्स ग्रेट, बहुत अच्छा बताया आपने। सो मेरा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपसे ये है कि जब आपने कोडिंग स्टार्ट की तो आपके टीचर्स, स्टूडेंट और फ्रेंड्स और सबका रिएक्शन क्या था? कि आपको सबने मोटिवेट किया या फिर सबने बोला कि कोडिंग मुश्किल है या फिर आप नहीं कर सकती? क्या सबका रिएक्शन था?
So basically, क्या हुआ कि they were not wanting to enroll me. So basically like they were ये बहुत छोटी है और ये नहीं कर सकेगी, आगे नहीं बढ़ सकेगी, कोडिंग बहुत मुश्किल है, बट like मेरा इंटरेस्ट था, so I showed them by showing them like how much I know about AI and how much I want to do it. And then they did a demo class and after that I started making apps, and my first app was Actimini and I gifted it to Alpha Cream Technology Incubator because like it was my first app and I dedicated it to Alpha Cream Technology Incubator. And my mother was behind all of this. She helped me to complete everything.
ओके, दैट्स ग्रेट। सो मेरा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये है कि आपने फर्स्ट जो प्रोग्राम कोड किया तो क्या चीज़ आपने बनाई थी फर्स्ट पे, और सबका रिएक्शन कैसा था जब आपने वो बनाया?
So as I told you, I made my first chatbot, Actimini, and it was dedicated to Alpha Cream Technology Incubator. ठीक है? So that was my first chatbot, and when I made it, everyone was shocked. Like you are such a young age, and how you did this. So everybody was impressed, and now they're putting it, they're connecting it with the web of Alpha Cream Technology Incubator.
ओके, नाइस। सो मेरा नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये है कि आप अपनी जर्नी के बारे में बताएं। आपने जब से कोडिंग स्टार्ट की तब से लेकर अब तक क्या-क्या अचीवमेंट्स जो आपने अचीव की हैं, सबके बारे में बताएं।
ओके सो एट द बिगिनिंग मैंने ये सारा कुछ जो अब तक मैंने किया है, अचीव किया है, सारा मैं पहले बताऊँ कि 6 मंथ्स में मैंने ये अचीव किया है। So the first thing, I started learning coding. In 3 months, I made my first app after learning with Python. And after that, I saw an opportunity in the fellowship program of Alpha. Also became the youngest fellow of the year, and it was the AI and blockchain fellowship program. So I also learned blockchain from there, and then I dedicated blockchain into my apps. And then we saw another opportunity after graduating from the fellowship program. I saw that they were getting you can like book your stalls in expo and then showcase your startup. So what I did, I added my stall over there, and so many people came. They took our numbers and they were like, "We can collab with you. We'll get your apps and things like that." I also told them that I'm also adding blockchain, cybersecurity, and so that's what my startup began. From there, I met so many entrepreneurs who are like Irfan Malik and Azad Chaiwala and people like that who inspired me a lot. Umar Ghuman, they all inspired me, and I just loved that experience. And then now I'm basically just finding more ways to go and show people my talent. So people, and I also made 5 companies my client, and they got my apps.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, who inspires you the most for coding?
So for the first inspiration, I had Elon Musk. He was my first inspiration. I saw that he also from a young age started. So that's from where I got my first inspiration. But now I'm also getting inspired by many others. But at the top one, I'm still with Elon Musk. And then second one, I have Alpha Kareem. Yes, Alpha Kareem is eh, Alpha Kareem is the youngest, just like me, 10 years old. She achieved so much, and I'm also achieving. So she's also my inspiration. But after that, I saw someone who also lit my mind up, and that's Irfan Malik. So, and after that, I have Umar Guman. He is certainly also talented, and just they're all entrepreneurs now, and I'm hoping for the best for me and my success.
Okay, nice, amazing. So my next question is, who supports you the most in your journey?
Of course, who led me here to the stage on where I am. I couldn't get the confidence unless my mother and father did this all.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, what you want to become in future?
I don't know. First, I was complicated, but after that, when I started this journey, I am thinking of like I want to make software houses and like more incubators like Alpha Cream Technology Incubator, so that people can come and learn like me and grow for the future and learn AI, because the AI is actually the future of after 2025 and here.
ओके नाइस। सो मेरा जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है वो ये है कि आप उन स्टूडेंट्स को क्या कहना चाहेंगी जिनको ये लगता है कि कोडिंग बहुत मुश्किल है या वो नहीं कर सकते, तो वो ऐसा क्या करें कि उनको कोडिंग ईजी लगने लग जाए?
Of course, the first thing is nothing in life is easy. You have to make it easy or make it fun for yourself. That's what I exactly did. So, for those who want to start, I would say don't make it stress. You can see errors, you can see much more difficulties, but the problem is all in your mind. You take that error out yourself. When you're tired, take a break. Don't keep it on your head like a sack of rocks.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, in your opinion, what is the hardest part in programming?
The hardest part, like from my heart, that comes out is the errors. I know I get lots of errors, especially if I get worried that if the data will be leaked. But once I learned blockchain, I'm integrating it and it's working perfectly. So basically, I need to just keep calm. So the errors just come in my mind. This happened like this. this happened like that, following my footsteps backward, and then you can find the errors. So errors are the big problem, but it's actually the problem is in your mind. You follow your footsteps backward and you'll get it back done.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, how do you approach debugging when your code doesn't work as expected?
Can you like repeat the question again?
How do you approach debugging when your code doesn't work as expected?
One thing that I always do, I take a break because, of course, your mind needs some rest after that. I take a break, I breathe, and I check that what would have happened to make this. I go Control Z. I just click Control Z until I see the error pop up. When I see that, even if I don't understand, I cut that part out and write it again, trying, and until it's done.
Okay, that's great. So, what do you think? What is more important in coding, creativity or logic?
As you said, I know like both of them are great for coding, but I will say creativity. Coding is like the thing that you can use. It's like a base where you can build anything. So I would say creativity is more of a thing in coding to create your own, like your designs in your mind. Your imagination comes to life with coding.
Okay, that's great. So, my next question is, if you had to explain coding to someone who thinks it's too complicated, how would you explain it in very simple words?
I would say coding is like a blank sheet of paper. What you have to do is write what you feel or what you want to make. You just write it in simple words. What I do, I now understand coding like English. So I read it like a book. So what I do, write it on a paper, and then I write it in code on the computer. So basically, coding is a sheet of paper where you write what your dream or what your imagination is.
Okay, that's great. So, my next question is, what is the biggest challenge you have faced while building a project and how did you solve it?
The biggest like problem that I faced was I was kind of scared if they wouldn't trust me in making apps. Like the people who wanted the apps, I was kind of confused that would they like it? Would they expect me to do it like this? I tried my best and Alhamdulillah they loved them. So it's basically I was like tensioning in myself. I didn't understand. Would they like it? I said no. You should understand what you like. Don't think of what they like. But because I was making their app, I still asked them, and they were like, "You do what you like." I did it, and they love it.
Okay, nice. So my next question is, sometimes programmers spend hours on one small error. Has that ever happened to you, and how did you deal it with?
Uh, can you repeat that question? I didn't quite get it.
Okay. Sometimes programmers spend hours on one small error. Has that ever happened to you, and how did you deal it with?
Yes, programmers do get stuck on one error. I had one error. I don't quite remember what it was, but it was a quite big syntax error. I didn't understand, and it was a snake game that I was creating for fun. And what happened that it almost destroyed my code. I was almost about to finish it. That error came, and I couldn't resolve it. I I took that file and I started rewriting it like from scratch on another page, and then I found that what I wrote in the bracket was wrong.
Okay, nice. Uh, if you had a chance to create your own programming language, what special features would you add to it?
Okay, that is a big question, and there are lots of things that I would like to add, but some things are, as I code, I see that sometimes the syntax errors are big, but like the programming language gives hints. I would like for the beginners programming language, I would add a feature which would tell them the error so they know it. And the next time they get the error, it doesn't give an hint and the person should like correct it on its own. So that is the special feature that I would like to add.
Okay, nice. Some people say coding is like learning a new language. Do you agree? Why or why not?
Yes, coding is another language because how we are communicating is our language, but how we communicate with a machine is their language. So they understand binary language, and then someone invented Python and coding so that we can communicate with the computer or any machine using coding as a language.
Okay, nice. So, what's the most valuable lesson coding has taught you about life in general?
The biggest life lesson is that life comes and gives you errors, but those errors are yours. You have to fix them on your own. No other person knows your errors. You have to fix them on your own.
Okay, nice. So, my next question is, how do you define success in life?
How I define success?
In life.
Now, this is something that I would say success is like a stack of books. So basically, you study, you learn like you step on one book, you learn the whole thing. That's not how you do it. You learn it step by step, piece by piece. The things you understand, you learn. The things you don't understand, you ask help for. And success grows and grows and grows. It doesn't stop at one area.
Okay, nice. What book or quote that influenced you deeply?
Can you please repeat that?
Which book or quote influenced you deeply?
Can you one time repeat it like in easy words?
Uh, which quote or book that influenced you deeply? कि कोई बुक या कोई ऐसी बात जिससे आप बहुत ज़्यादा मुतासिर हुई हों?
Uh, okay, it's like a phrase that Arfa Karim said. She said that if you want to do something big in your life, don't think shy. If you think shy, you act shy. If you think confident, you act confident. And don't let shyness conquer your mind. And that thing actually conquered my mind. And the first like quote I wrote in my diary was that one. Because I understood how she said that. I knew because I was shy at first. After that, I knew that if I think that I'm shy, I will be shy. I started thinking confident as big entrepreneurs, and now I'm confident.
Okay, nice. What one habit that changed your life?
The one habit that actually changed my life was taekwondo. Taekwondo I joined when I was 5, and that was the first time I like went out with people and learned new things. And from that way on, I started asking my mother to show me more institutes like Meshwit, from where I learned Taekwondo, and then like libraries. Now I'm going to libraries and like other universities where they give competitions on Taekwondo, and areas like Expo Center and much more. And the first area that I went was Meshwit, my Taekwondo area, and I'm a black belt with 12 gold medals now.
Okay, nice. Uh, what's your vision for the future?
My vision is to help people learn AI because AI is the future. So basically, I want to make software companies. I also want to help people learn AI because if you don't know AI, you're basically wasting your future. So the people who are not learning right now, I would say this is a great opportunity. Start learning slowly, easily, carefully. Just start learning because AI is the future.
Okay, so how do you stay motivated in your work?
Well, my parents stay behind me. They help me with the errors, even if they don't understand. But I'm also making them understand the errors, and now with them, I'm just correcting my errors in a flash.
Okay, nice. If you were the Prime Minister of Pakistan for one day, what would you do?
First thing I would do is create free institutes for different activities. But the most that I would recommend and add would be AI, artificial intelligence, and physical activities because I personally know that physical activities make you mentally strong. So you basically exercise, you have fun, you do arts as well. I would also add arts because arts also relax your mind. And I would teach the kids.
Okay, nice. If a movie was made about your life, what would it be called, and who would act as you?
I didn't quite catch that.
Okay. If people could read minds, would it be good or bad?
It would actually be in the middle somewhere. Actually, no, it would be bad because you don't know what someone else is thinking. So, what if they're thinking something that you don't want to know? So, I would say that's kind of bad.
Okay. If you could remove one invention, which would it be and why?
Of course, I would not remove any electronic device because it's actually the future. If I would like to remove any invention, I don't think I would remove any because no, there is one thing video games. I would remove video games because kids are more focused in that invention. Electronics are the future, but not games. You make games, you can code and make game, but I won't say you play it. So I would remove that.
Okay, nice. Uh, so my next question is, which advice to you gave to other students who want to learn coding?
I would say they have to save their time and energy for coding. And when they see a big error, they don't want to tackle it. Well, at the end, you have to tackle it. So take deep breaths, take a little break, walk around from where you're sitting. So, and then you get the idea. If you still don't get why your error is coming, you have to step backwards. Write that code by hand on another page and start again.
Okay, thank you. Last but not least, what last message you gave to our viewers?
I would give to the viewers is that um, if you guys, it's an opportunity, so you guys should start learning in like coding or online platforms. You should learn from online platforms and don't stay where you are. You have to grow. You have to keep growing and reach success. And after you reach success, there is no stopping you.
Okay, a very nice message. Thank you so much, Hale, for joining us and sharing your incredible insights. To all viewers, keep learning, keep growing, and remember, one conversation can spark a lifetime of change. This is my AI Wali from Rehan School, signing off. Take care and stay inspired.